Hello everyone, please allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Tao Tao and I will discuss the culture between Germany and Brazil with my team members. Our goal is to help companies solve the problems that they face in expanding into the Brazilian market. First, I need to take a little bit of time to talk about two countries. Germany is a developed country with the largest population among the EU countries, and the common currency is euro. The main religions are Protestant and Catholicism. Brazil is the largest country in South America. The most commonly used currency is the Brazilian real, and the main religion is Catholicism. In order to better expose the Brazilian market, we need to discuss the cultural difference between Brazil and Germany from the four most common and most close to life perspectives. Only when we understand the cultural difference can we make appropriate localized changes. These four aspects are language, eating habits, religions, and social structure. Next, I invite my team members to introduce the cultural difference in these four aspects.
Hello everyone, my name is Hu Jiayi. Draws on the cultural difference between Brazil and the main German and something to pay attention to when entering the Brazilian market. Your company should have some knowledge of Portuguese before entering the Brazilian market. When naming products and designing advertisements, some ambiguity caused by similar pronunciation should be avoided. For example, General Motors had a model Chevrolet Nova. When literally translated into Spanish, Nova means star. However, it sounds like Nova, which is Spanish for it can go. Therefore, if your company is not prepared for language and cultural difference, the meaning of the products may be confused. The second is the difference between Brazilian and the German food culture. According to our survey, Brazilians and the Germans are very fond of beer and meat, but Brazilians prefer beef and beans as their food ingredients, when Germans prefer to use pork to make sausages, pork knock, and other foods. It is important to note that the Brazilian is very taboo to eat all kinds of meat, aquatic products, and amphibians also don't like butter snacks at the same time. So our suggestion is that can seize the Brazilian people like this to bring it in some coffee products, can produce all kinds of tropical fruit snacks of shake, but avoid use the butter as a material. It might be a challenge for you. The third is the difference of religion. 90% of Brazilians are Catholics. They will think August 30 is an unlucky day, but for Germans, most of them do not belong to any church. When you sell your products, you need to avoid this state and problems similar to this number, which are easy to cause controversy. And finally, the current social structures in Brazil has the middle class as the majority and the proportion of high and low income classes is equal. Prices are close to Europe and the taxes are sky high. The gap between rich and the poor is hard to change. Brings this era of economic development of the fruits still by the middle. High monopoly. And this is all the things of my presentation. Next, Kevin will conclude for us.
Next, I'm going to answer some of the company's questions. The first one is that the most useful social app in Brazil is WhatsApp. Then, the Brazilian people love football is very crazy. Many Brazilians will choose to play football as their free time activities. The shopping habit in Brazilians is that they like to go shopping in large supermarkets so that they buy many things at once and store them at home. For the Brazilians, cut back on meat, sugar, and soft drinks is necessary because surveys show that Brazilians like to eat French food and less vegetables. The proportion of online shopping in Brazil is also growing fast, which shows that Brazilians are very quick to adapt new things. According to the data, the share of smartphones is 38%, but the number are growing quickly, and all over the potential for the future of the Brazilian market is very large.
The final question that German nutrition companies will face as they enter the Brazilian market is whether online or offline advertising is more prevalent in Brazil. Brazil's advertising market is worth about 14 billion and grows at an average and annual rate of about 9.5% from 2011 to 2016. Offline advertising still accounts for 91% of the market. It still dominates global despite the sugar in online advertising, with television accounting for 71%, up an average of 12% over the past 5 years. Newspaper advertising is in second place with 11% of the market, but is declining at a rate of 2% a year. Online advertising, which accounts for only 9% of the market, is growing at 28% a year, making it the third largest advertising market in Brazil. Therefore, to enter the Brazilian market, we recommend investing more in offline advertising and less in online advertising, so as to get the maximum benefit in terms of publicity. In the end, I will make a brief summary of the report on the cultural difference between Brazil and Germany. First of all, the cultural difference between Brazil and Germany are mainly reflected in language, eating habits, religion, and social structure. In terms of language, the two countries are completely different, with Brazil speaking Portuguese and Germany speaking German. So a German company that wants to enter the Brazilian market must first do some research on Portugal and avoid any language misunderstandings. Second, in terms of eating habits, Brazilians and Germans are equally fond of beers. Brazilians prefer beef and Germans prefer pork. A big no-no in Brazilian diet is to avoid snacks with butter. German companies should also be aware of this when entering the Brazilian market to avoid low food sales. Third, there are great differences in religion between two countries. In Brazil, most people are Catholics and believe August 30 is an unlucky date and should be avoided when making and selling products. Germans are largely non-religious. Finally, social structures. Brazil's current social structure is dominated by the middle class, with an equal proportion of high-income and low-income groups, making it difficult to change the wealth gap. If you want to enter the Brazilian market, low pricing must be primary goal. Only if the price is low enough in order to grab a position in the Brazilian market. The above is our team's analyzed report on the things that German companies need to pay attention to and the problems they may encounter when entering the Brazilian market. I hope your company can enter the Brazilian market smoothly. Thank you.